Fuck
tell you,
Diddy.
when I was growing up, we had roaches. Like as in, and at the end of the day,
That was every African home.
Jamaica,
Don't claim it.
Jamaica, right?
At the Jamaican roaches.
Let me tell you. So you know the small ones, because I hate the big ones. But the small ones in Jamaica we call them teenagers.
The picnic.
The ones that you see in the kitchen, right? The picnic. Fam, do you know what it's like?
Them
when
lot can fly.
You turn off the light
Picnic.
in your kitchen.
Yeah.
And when you turn
Oh,
on the
don't
light
tell me they glow in the dark.
You turn on the light at 2 o'clock in the morning to get water, and these guys are having a whole funky.
Yeah.
They're having a whole
Pasa fest.
Jumping from one deck to another.
reminds me of sausages.
The road Stefan, sway.
Nalinga.
On the river.
Bro,
They've got like gang wars.
The mics are blood clot open. Check.
Select accent for the podcast.
Calvin always late.
are we recording?
Oh, damn, we started.
Oh, damn.
Can I just-
Kevin needs to get some ice cubes.
No, it's fine.
Yeah?
No.
Okay.
No, listen. First of all, we're recording this on a day when it's one of the crew's birthdays. Shout out to the man like
The
Grouchy, happy
DOP.
birthday.
Happy
Oh, we're
birthday,
recording
Grouchy.
already.
Grouchy
Yeah, we
Day.
started, bro.
Oh shit.
It's the Mike's Open, episode 152. My name's G Money.
And the young.
Neville.
Wagwan.
Big C.
Hey.
Where's my drink, bitch?
Oh, damn, that's what we were waiting for.
We're gonna have a swear jar now for you, G. Damn, you're throwing it the
What?
first few seconds again.
Pause.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Pause.
Gotta wheel it up.
Anyway, wheel up. Mike's Open, episode 152. My name's G Money.
And the young.
Neville.
Big C.
We are back in the building, blessed and
Pip, pip,
highly
pip,
favored.
yeah.
Oh, yes.
And ready to just put out some great content.
We have a
Re-energized.
lot of DJs on set, right?
here we go.
But how comes we don't have like a laptop like
Sound effects.
like thingy like Joe Biden?
Gunshot.
By the way, we have all the sound effects programmed into the
We need to do that.
No, they're so far.
Yeah, like
Fine,
They're
but
so
can
far.
we get a remote
I'm
for the
we'll do them off
roadcaster?
cue.
Like
By the
a
way-
remote control for the
Also,
roadcaster.
He would get a little bit too excited.
Yes.
So, yeah, he's
Never
trigger
that
happy.
serious.
Yeah, we don't need that.
right. So guys, how you guys doing? Guys are good?
Yes,
Have you
we're
recovered
good.
from the walk now?
Damn, I
Oh.
feel re-energized. I feel like I'm nimetoka leave.
Yeah?
Let's talk about the mics are open walk in Karura. You guys say it, not me.
Karura.
That one, yeah.
Someone tweeted saying how they love it when these butchers.
You're in the butchery G with Karura.
First of all, shout going out to everyone who came out. All of the man them, all of the gal them.
I just loved I loved seeing a jam. A jam.
Traffic.
Yeah, traffic. All the way into Karura. That was such a beauty. I was like, this is not even an event. Like even someone's church. I'm sure there were pastors who were passing there early in the morning. Like, damn, which church is this inside
If
Karura? But nah, someone couldn't mix it
Yo,
again.
Yeshivas is strong, eh?
Why is it whenever anyone pours me a
Calvin,
drink
we see you.
on this podcast,
They can't get it right.
they just like, this is like drinking like pure shiver.
Too strong.
Oh no.
Like you.
Gee, guess what? You gotta be regal.
Okay. But yeah, let me let the ice melt.
But you know what's
20th
crazy?
of March.
Man, shout out to everybody who came through. The love was real.
Immense.
But you know what I actually
Overflowing,
just
overflowing.
remembered today, guys?
What?
During the show, fam, none of us invited our family members.
Speak for yourself, bro.
Were your family members there?
No, but did they want to be there at the same time?
No, but
Could they have come?
I don't know. I don't have any family here, so
Nah, I didn't.
Yeah, like I thought about it. I was texting my
my
uncle.
family was there.
Yeah.
my
Of
family,
course we
yeah.
were, motherfucker. Yeah, we were. But you know, like I thought about it because
My
my uncle
family.
is into cycling and everything. Like during the show, I was like, oh shit, I should have invited this guy.
Would you have come?
Yeah, like he was like, bro, you guys at the mics are open, need to do one for cycling. I'm like,
Right.
That's a good idea.
Okay.
Well,
I like
I
it.
don't know about that.
I consoled
I'm
my
here for it.
I consoled my mom with the merchandise, that happiness
Take
t-shirt
that.
is looking nice. That cup, eh?
oh, you guys got a t-shirt.
Eh? Yo,
Well,
Calvin,
listen,
you got it?
shout going out to our co-sponsors on the
sir.
day. You know what I mean? Doing their thing. It was a good vibes. We spoke about it briefly on Monday as well.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
But I feel good after meeting everyone. I feel re-energized after talking to, just being on road and people be coming up to us and telling us some episodes. And even I like the fact that guys were saying, damn, I've come here and I've met someone who we have one common interest with. And we've become bare friends.
Yeah.
So please, till numbers, it's down here for your friendship.
Run up the numbers, bro.
You know what?
Because we met guys who are like, damn, we've met only here. We were doing the stretches, the
Yo.
Zumba, and we've become best of friends because we share a common
and I want to
interest.
say a personal shout out. You guys were right when you guys were walking. Could you guys hear some guys who were chanting?
No.
Some guys who were singing.
No, as we were at the back.
Man, so Kevin and I we literally walked that thing at a super fast pace, right? Man, we got to this whole clique that was just singing the whole fucking time as they were walking.
Why
They're
saw
like,
the videos later on?
what they
when
were
did this
singing,
happen?
bro. Like guys, we're walking, and they're just singing the whole time. Like I
have
think
created
cutting
something.
across, because that guy started as the last, right, and cut across like all of those. There were so many different individuals, right? So, there were guys who were like, oh, we need the ambulance. We need to be carried. We need what? We need what? But it was
Good
dope.
vibes.
It was good vibes.
Good vibes, definitely good experience.
Shout-
By the way, if you missed the walk, the happiness walk, take a look at this.
Let's go!
And if you missed the happiness walk, man, you missed out. That's
You
for the
missed
audio
it, yeah.
guys.
Yeah,
We really
man.
missed out, but
So
it was a good affair.
So next one, we're on that live tip. We're about to give it to you live.
Yo,
Why are we doing this phrasing, bro? We're about to give you this
Damn.
tip live? Nah, come
No. How about if you phrase it, we're about to give you this team live.
No, we're
What?
about to do a live show for y'all.
Yeah.
Damn.
A live show.
Yeah.
For sure.
Like
Yes,
the pressure.
I'm also waiting for it.
Let me ask you guys.
A bit
Do you
like my
reckon?
balcony at 11 p.m.
Do you reckon? Do you reckon we can deliver with that kind of pressure?
Which
Yes.
Like we're live, guys are there, they're watching
I
us,
feel as if
and they're
I
just
already
like,
have a game in
like,
mind for
like,
Jimani.
Cool. I get the whole game concept, but guys are like, man, these guys are so profound. They're funny. Like they're gonna expect us to drop jokes on cue.
It's not a comedy show, bro.
Yeah.
No, but
a live
at the same time, I think the excitement I feel for the live is that proof of concept. We know guys are gonna come out too.
Yeah.
So all we
For
need
sure.
to do now is make sure to deliver. Like there's so many examples that we can be influenced by. The UK, the US. Those guys are like podcast tours.
Yeah.
Oh, I
You know what
can't
I mean?
wait for that. I can't
So-
wait for us to go Eldoret, Mombasa, and just work it.
Dubai.
No. Of course, you guys have to make sure we factor in
South
Nyeri.
Africa.
Nyeri.
Mr. Producer had crickets over there. If we did a Mike's are open tour in Nyeri, nah.
Why you want us to go there? then?
Let's go there.
Let's go there. First stop.
First and foremost, have you heard how good our English is?
Like
Yeah.
diamonds?
31st. Grouchy's birthday, by the way.
Nyeri would be the 31st stop.
By the way, come on, let's be honest, bro. Like, we all know that diamonds, like,
Yeah.
English is terrible.
very-
Bro,
That even makes him
have
more
you guys
a
listened to his new album? He actually dropped some gems in English, right? But bro, I love Diamond, but that one right over there, man took out. The chick was like, so why you tense? Is like, I'm just undoing my button. 31st, that confidence,
Bruh,
fam.
it's the confidence,
Let me
bro.
ask you, like, have you guys watched this young African? and
Yo,
famous,
the clarity
Young
is
Rich?
dope.
No, I
Couldn't
haven't.
I've watched a
Past
couple of
episode
it. I watched about say 30 minutes or something. Your mayor stopped at that point where he went to SA, the private jet lands, and he's getting into the Ferrari with this lady. Bro, the production on it. I don't know whether they're on like some 6K, 8K cameras. Shit
Crazy.
was
Did
dope.
the thing.
Yeah,
Plus,
but because the issue that I have, Nev, is that so many people are slamming that program, right?
Crazy.
But guess what? That's gonna be one of Netflix's biggest programs.
Hell
season
yeah.
2
know
is
what?
coming for sure.
You know what? That because it's not the guys who are slamming it. It ain't made for you, and I don't want to get back into any beef with anyone. Remember the time I told guys who are over 30 complaining about conscience, it wasn't for you, and everybody got
there
caught
was
feelings.
that.
For you
The
guys,
pan is in a bag.
for you guys who are feeling like this is garbage reality TV, not garbage, but
number
reality
one.
TV for consumption. It's not it's not supposed to
It's
be
not
deep.
CNN.
Yeah, it's not supposed to
It's
be
not- it's not-
all
yeah.
the
Like,
wars and
yeah.
tragedies that are going
but bro,
around.
I'm here for it, man. Think about the way Diamond has diversified his portfolio, or everyone
Boy from
else, right?
Tandale, man.
Fam, we've like you
Damn,
said,
but-
boy from Tandale, bro.
Being on the same reality show with your ex, whom you have.
Yo,
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
but-
like,
yo, you know, you're
like
talking
what the
about-
fuck? Think about it. Yo, that man's
love it.
successful, right?
I love
Think
it.
about it. Bro,
And a
have
pair
you
one of
watched the
that.
first music video of Diamond?
Yes.
Bro, for him to be there, for him to come, listen, we all know Tanzanians ain't got English like we got over here. They didn't pick no one from fucking Kenya.
But
Yo,
listen,
let
but
me
this is what
just-
I'm saying.
Yeah, say.
No, you go.
All I wanted to say was when you're talking about Zari being on the show, the fact that they also put her at the back of the poster, I was just like, because I now understood why Zari names herself the boss lady. You could watch that program and be like, damn, I
is all
for
about
sure
Zari.
see why that name can, because some of y'all are picking up, oh, I'm a head honcho, I'm a top boy, and some of those actions don't attribute
They
to
don't
that. So
matter.
for me, when I just couldn't get past the first episode, but the little I watched, I was like, damn, Zari,
Zari a
I
boss
understand what you mean. I see the boss mentality. So
Fam,
yo, Zari,
you know what I'm going to
yeah.
use as an example? What I'm going to use as an example that got the same hit, the same kind of hate from Kenyans, you know, you lot of haters, right? Was, remember the show you and I had a stint in? 2 minutes.
Nairobi Diaries.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nairobi Diaries got all the fucking hate.
But it also
let me
got all
tell
the
you this.
viewership as well.
Let me tell you this,
Trending
fam.
every Monday.
You
Yeah.
lot can't fucking tell me shit. I've worked in advertising, right? I used to look at the ratings on Monday.
Crazy.
No one. Guys, companies were fighting
Yeah.
to put their ads on there.
yeah.
So you lot
And the-
who are out here, FOMO's gonna kill all of you lot. Because you're hearing about all the fucking weave what, niggas said 31st, what. You're like, yeah,
Let me
I
see
want to
the
watch.
weave,
bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, the weaves, bro. But yeah, that weave. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I can't
You
really comment
understand
on
the
weaves.
lifestyle, yo, you know, young African, and you know, so I just now would like to see the reactions of people who don't live in Africa. I don't know how the guys in the US view, you know, like
They're
watch
dissing
the.
us.
Yeah, I wonder how they
But-
see
but
it
bro,
dissing
from a
us.
you know
different
what?
angle.
Fam, it's exactly no difference from Love and Hip Hop. It's as ratchet as Love and Hip Hop. It's the same
You've been on a place where they were shooting it, right?
Love and Hip Hop, yeah.
Yeah. Compare.
Yeah, it was no. So they were shooting it with Shark gonna have to fully focus, by the way, because he was the DJ on that night. We were in Atlanta and they were filming an episode of Love and Hip Hop, and I think Beanie Man was there and some other people were there. The crew was there. And at the end of the day, it's the same thing. It's reality TV. It's not supposed to be like I'm not watching Young, whatever it's called, Young,
Yeah.
Rich and Famous or African, whatever. I am not watching it to work out how to split an atom.
Yeah.
I'm not watching it to work out Einstein's
But
theory
when Love
of
Island comes, I am watching Love Island, bro.
exactly.
Yeah, there's just
No, like you remember when we were hooked on Love Island?
Oh no, I was not
Survivor?
there. I was not.
Me and Andy.
No, you and Andy. You and never just.
You can have that. You
No,
can have that.
no. Yo, let me tell you, Nev. Do you know how these people got over you going to Capital?
Tell me.
Love Island.
binge watching it.
Because he was around the same fucking season. Man, Friday, we're recording the podcast. Andy and G.
You are
Oh
snitch.
my God. Did you watch
Yo,
Love
do you know-
Island?
do you know how bad
Yo,
it
let me
was?
tell
I
you.
love it.
I keep telling you, Lord, most gangster
Calvin's
We're
been
so
holding it
sad,
down.
man.
consistent.
Yo, it was so bad because we used to do the shows on Friday from the house, right? So we do the show on a Friday from the house. then record the episode, the podcast episode, after doing the show, and then still chill and watch the latest episode of Love Island, bro, and get into it, bro.
Good time.
Man,
I love it, bro. I love it.
Bro, do you know what's crazy though? Like when I look back at those days, right, and those days when we all used to do the show together, fam, we were so far ahead of our time.
Also, we were very happy.
we were.
we were so happy.
We were
bro.
so like, I'm not even gassing us up, fam. Can you imagine, like in those days, fam, Mondays and Fridays, we're working from home.
Life was good.
Do you remember that weekend? Now, shout out to everyone who's just known us through the mics.
Yeah.
We all used to do a show together on Homeboys Radio.
GMITM.
Do you remember there was a day when we flew in from Dubai? No, flew in from Diani. And then 2 days later, we were flying to Dubai.
Dubai, bro.
Can you just imagine this? You're doing a show in Nairobi in the morning. Later on that day, you'll have a flight to go to Diani for like a week. When you all come back from that, 2 days,
Dubai.
you'll have a flight in the afternoon to go do the show in Dubai for the Dubai Rugby Sevens and
miss that
experience
life.
that. Like we were reality TV.
No,
If we had a camera, we would have put out some nice content, man.
Oh,
Yep.
man. Good times.
But let me ask you all this: is this a profession? Because I hear household names like Jocelyn Hernandez, Stevie J, and all these people who have done a reality TV show in America, and they've become in that space, and they've become this big trend-setting blah blah blah. Joe Budden from Joe Budden podcast has also been in it, and it has its own space. Do we consider that like as a profession?
Well, the crazy thing is, you mentioned Stevie J, you mentioned Joe Budden. Stevie J was a dope-ass producer before he even get into Love and Hip Hop, but then it looks like he got blown up more
By
when he was
those
Love and
shenanigans.
Joe Budden as well.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
Joe Budden, as much as he's an ass, he's a dope rapper. He's always
Oh,
been a dope
yeah.
rapper.
Boom,
From those days,
boom,
you know what I
boom.
mean?
Yeah.
So the thing is, it's like, end of the day, I look at it, and it's like, we have to understand that, and especially guys who are older, have to understand that, like, if you watch Young, Rich and Famous and you don't get it and you think it's trash, it's okay.
Yep.
Because there are millions of young people who are younger than you who are watching their idols.
loving it.
There are women out there who want to be Zari.
Yeah.
There are young girls, and as unpalatable as it might sound, there are young girls out there who want to be Zari. They want to be Diamond. They want to be Two-Face.
Yeah, they want to know the
Bro,
journey and what it takes.
I wouldn't even take it as far as unpalatable, right? Bro, think about where these people have come from. All the circumstances they had to get over, right?
get there.
For them to be there. Bro, think about Zari, what she's done. I don't know much about Zari, but I'll tell you this, right? Think about how Diamond has gone from just music to transform to have that whole Wasafi Empire, the betting, what. Fam, I'm for it, right? At times people have to do some things to get to. You get
Another level, yeah.
Yeah, like let's call it what it is.
Yeah,
Bro, in
some
East Africa, who's getting a booking bigger than Diamond?
No one. No,
crazy.
in this side of the world, no one.
Facts,
Does it.
numbers.
No one.
So, yeah.
Numbers.
Yeah, man.
Deserves it.
No
Yeah.
one, man.
Yeah.
And you know what's corny though? Let me tell you what's corny. Corny is all of these Kenyan artists who are now coming up and these socialites saying, "Oh, by the way, they invited us to be in it, but we turned it down."
Oh,
Nigga,
fuck
please.
off.
Come on.
That's
But
what they're
also-
saying?
That's what they're saying, yeah.
Yeah. But also, just to
That's a
conclude
sore
on this whole
loser.
thing to do with 31st, right? I feel like, and I saw a tweet that kind of summed it up, right? You know how I think when we were colonized, right, we were told to hate so much about who we are and what we're about, neocolonialism, as we call it, right? Because this person was talking about how you find someone from somewhere in East Europe. They don't speak English as immaculate as someone from London, the UK would, right? Yet, since you respect them and they're white, they will say,
Crazy.
what can I say, 31st, what, and you will not even fucking laugh.
In
But-
fact, you'll take it as
Yeah,
Swedish, like,
right?
Yeah.
Or someone from, let's not use Russia.
No, Italy.
Currently being sanctioned. The mics are open, does not need to be sanctioned. Or someone from Italy, right? Gee, you've experienced it 100%. Fam, why wouldn't you make fun of that person, but someone who's from down the road? We
Fam,
know
let
that.
Let me tell you, and let me call names, right? When I first came to Kenya, right? You know what people used to say to me? "Oh, you'll never be as great as Phil Matthews. You'll never be as great as some guy called John Wilkins or whatever. White guys who played their role, obviously, in the evolution of Kenyan radio. I want someone to turn around to me and say, at this point...
That's crazy.
Because you see, they'll never mention someone like me because I'm a black guy from London or Jamaica or whatever. You know, they'll never mention me.
Oh, because you're black.
But when you think about the amount of careers that I've built and impacted on in this market, and been out there in the clubs and done the events, now moved into podcasting, now moved into YouTube. Those niggas will never give me props the way they give those white guys props because
motherfuckers,
I'm black and I'm like you. Yeah. And that's a fact to the camera. I'm greater than all of those guys.
All of them. And you know, it brings me to the fact that
I did it.
When I think of like what you're just saying, Jimani, for me, like that leaving a legacy, bringing people on board, like the way Lil Wayne brought to the world Drake, Nicki Minaj, Tiger, you understand? Or like Sauti Soul bringing Soul Generation, Mviri and Ben Soul, like the next generation, like for you, Calvin, Andy and myself. So when you're talking about that, for me, it's already there. Like they don't even need to say it like that, but the it's thing for real.
No, I get it, and there's no level of resentment or like whatever. Yeah. But I remember when I first came here, crazy. Someone wrote on a blog, "This guy will never be as great as any of these guys." They didn't even know me.
Hey.
But how I look at such things is they were so intimidated such that it's the only move they had to play. As someone who consumes maybe radio content and all that, they don't know who you are. So why would someone come and tell you that you'll never be as great as Phil or something like that?
I feel like in Kenya
I'd take it as you think I'm that great, so I'll show you I'm that great. Let me prove you wrong.
To be honest, I think dating a blogger would be tough for me.
Before we even get to that whole bit, right? I think that a lot of people who literally are not in the gym shooting with you and building up careers have a lot of shit to say. And most of the time, and this is something that I think for the mics are open we've stood for, right, bro? Fam, support people. You get a lot of the times. A lot of people have a lot to say, and it's a Kenyan thing. People will always walk up to you and tell you, "Yo, I think you should do this, like this, like that, like that." What the fuck is your thing you've done?
And that's fair point because I should say rather get pulled in so many directions of what you think the mics are open should be, what you think we should do. I would do this, I would do that. But nigga, there's nothing you're doing.
Yeah.
And the thing about it is, at the end of the day, anybody who knows me, Grouchy can say, you can say, I devour data. For me, I look at the back end of our channel and I see, okay, numbers. I can see the wake up call going like this, and then I can see the lockdown session doing this. I need to know how do I get the lockdown session to go back up there? And I tweak this and I tweak that and I do this and I do that. You know what I'm trying to say? Even with the mics, I can tell you, bro, year on year, we have not done less than double our numbers.
It is. Like, bro, if this was a business, right, you're looking at a P&L.
Fam, last month...
What's a P&L?
You look at profit and loss.
Last month's numbers on the audio are the highest. How many times? Like, you know, I used to be on you guys' case. I'm like, yo, guys, listen, like, you need to push, you need to tweet. I've not even said nothing to you guys recently. Last month's numbers are the highest numbers we've ever had.
Thank you.
And you know,
thanks to you.
Thank you.
You know, G and I been in some interesting positions where we sit with people who actually think they understand who our audience is.
Lol.
And you sit and have conversations and you're like, so what insight is this that you have that we really don't,
the data.
Yet we understand and look at the dashboard, right?
Yeah. It's like for example, like
interesting.
like the mics are open, and this is a very crazy episode since we're talking about this. There was a time when the mics are open was 81% male skewed.
Yep.
And now it's come down to like 60-40. Which more and more women are listening to the mic.
Which we intentionally did.
The walk.
Bro. It was we intentionally did that. When we were getting in, like we said it on the interview, bro, there was no content for dudes, which we appreciate. It's now gotten. How many times, Nev, when you read out the questions on
open mic,
women, you get all the babes who showed up. All this different. Fam, I even know professional, like CEO ladies in their 40s going to 50s. They're like, what the fuck is the minisode?
Yeah. What are you guys
And
doing?
you know what I love about it? Also, what I've realized now that we're talking about our motherfucking accolades, we can sit down and talk about that. You know, we actually have different audiences. The Mics Are Open has grown so much. We even have segmentation in the Mics Are Open. We actually have people who listen to the minisode alone, and we have guys who fuck with all the content, and we have guys who listen to the Friday.
They have YouTube guys who does
Bro.
watch on YouTube. So the point, I think to round up all of this conversation and not make it look like we're just giving ourselves props, which we are. But I think to round up the conversation is, I'd say to anybody out there who's creating content, anyone out there who wants to do a podcast, focus on you and do your shit. Because at the end of the day, everyone's gonna have something to say. And Andy has a phrase which I've started to use a lot. Like, you know, they say that women never meet you. They always meet you at the finish line. I'm saying, I widen it out and say, people generally only meet you at the finish line.
Word.
So once you've started doing it, everyone's going to have so much stuff to say.
Yep.
But if you don't do it, there's nothing for them to talk about. So just do it anyway.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
You
Do
literally
it, man.
summarize something in communication.
Do it.
It's called feedback.
Like Nike.
You know what I mean? Like in communication, you're told, so ask guys what we're doing. We're creating content with the encoders, right? The people on that other end are the decoders, right? For the flow of communication to be complete, there has to be noise.
Yeah.
Ah, yes.
All right,
Yes.
fine. It's so serious.
Yeah.
It's Friday, so you all have just had me kidogo there spill a juice of being like, damn, dating a blogger would be a bit tough, especially for me personally. Do you guys feel as if there's a profession out there?
That would be hard to date.
Why a blogger?
Yo, what if, you know, I'm out there
What if
doing a
what?
thing in the story. You know, I've watched stories of, you know, and, you know, she has to write some mess about you or something. I just feel as if, nah,
The same way you'd go put out content on your podcast about what you're going through with her.
Blogger.
I would never.
Podcast. You might not. Listen, by the way, if you're friends with let me talk to the camera. If you are friends
You don't do it.
with a radio presenter or a podcaster, let me
Content.
tell you are content.
We're really trying hard
No,
out there.
fam, it's like my neighbor. Shout out to my neighbor.
And then you go ahead.
My neighbor came to my house yesterday. I was shocked because I'm just not used to my neighbors coming to my house to hang out and chill. She's amazing though, and she has a YouTube channel, which I can't get the name of it. I'll give it to you in a
Put
minute.
it in the description.
But the thing about it is, it's like end of the day, like
She ate
she's
your
content.
pork.
Now she's content. We ate pork in the house. We spoke about Kenya. She's from Nigeria, by the way. She is now content on the podcast, and
Calvin,
that's how it works.
Your neighbor?
Well, so my neighbor, let me tell you guys, so update, since we're talking about neighbors, right? So my neighbor gave me her calendar. So I've got this lady, shout out to her. She's my neighbor. She sent me a message last week, Friday. I was down by, Never and I were by MKU, right? She's like, why you not home? We need to go out and club today. It's Friday.
Your neighbor.
I'm like, what the fuck, bro? Yo. Then she said, I'm like, I'm an hour out or some shit. She's like, okay, I've gone to bed. That is a girlfriend kind of situation. But yo, I love it. I love it. She's really dope, right?
But let's talk about neighbors for a
Yeah,
minute, though. Like, where do you guys draw the line? Because having lived here, as in this house for so many years, because as you know, this studio is my old house, right?
Yeah.
It's like, it's so weird for me to have neighbors to actually just vibe with. Because I guess in this estate, the people who I know have moved on and moved out and stuff, so like, but like, where I am now, hey, it's bashy, fam. Right, it's bashy.
I like it. It's bashy.
Bashy, fam.
It's bashy.
Yeah, man. But I've actually just sent her a text right now. I was like, yo, what's up? But my neighbor's courteous enough, right?
like
So
you.
she
Do you
came.
know your neighbors?
Nah.
You know your neighbors?
Ashley, I used to know Ashley, but then she left.
But you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? What's crazy, man? So I like my neck of the woods, right? So
Where's Ashley?
couples and everything. She's with the
working,
birthday
she's
boy,
working.
right? So it's got couples and everything and all of that. But man, as I was leaving today to come record the podcast, I see someone driving to the parking lot and they wave at me. I'm like, who's that?
Your Hey, fam.
Right? Then I'm just about to get into the car. They're like, hey, my G, what's up, man? Long time. I'm like, oh, you best be visiting, bro.
Is Ashley dressed for the pod?
Of course, I'm always
Come.
for the-
Yeah.
Come and sit next to
I'm
us,
just
Ashley.
like, you best be visiting. Kumbe, this guy actually lives there.
Ashley, hey, Ashley.
Damn.
Can you just
I felt the thighs.
adjust your, are you adjusted?
Damn.
At
You're
the
on
top,
camera.
man.
Adjust nicely, Ashley. So, just to give you some context, Andy's missing you as a neighbor.
What?
Oh.
I didn't say I'm missing Ashley. Okay, let me tell you something interesting about my friendship with Ashley, especially when we were neighbors. We only used to see each other or visit each other if we are going to work together, or if we are deciding, hey, this weekend, let's call over some friends and do something. We could go for as long as maybe even a month
Okay, valid.
without seeing each other. So that's the kind of neighborshiphood we had.
But
If there's such a word.
at the same
Food,
time,
banner. It's your
what's
birthday.
up,
where the
Grouchy?
pizza at, bro?
Grouchy, bring food.
Oh,
You're
man.
sending the birthday boy to bring food?
Bring food,
Wow.
bring food, banner. It's that kind of pod.
Hey, it's my light. Move. At the same time, I think we used to bump into each other a lot, so I think that made a difference.
Yes.
Where it's my light.
Happy birthday, birthday!
It's my time.
Bring.
There's tissues down there, Calvin.
This
Over
is going to be
here,
the
over
most
here.
unprofessional podcast.
Yeah.
By the way,
Yeah.
food
They're
is
massive.
here.
They all
If
left
you're
my
listening
side,
on
bro.
audio, just run to YouTube, the good company,
Oh,
real
audio
quick.
guys.
Kwa sababu audio,
Damn.
the smelling and the woo.
So,
Ama, you're good. Neville.
so you saying, Ashley?
So yeah, I mean, we used to bump into each other a lot. Then we like walk towards our different houses. Also, we lived on different blocks, so
Yes.
we rarely used to see each
Calvin,
other.
there's so much pizza,
unless my lights go and I haven't paid my tokens and I have to
Oh
go
yeah.
to Andy's.
Oh yeah. Now that's something I miss. Cause
Yeah.
you know when you forget to load up your units,
Valid.
and then you're in the shower and then no electricity. Yeah.
Our lights.
Nah, it's his birthday. Allow him.
Drinks, anyone?
I don't want no wings.
Oh,
I
really?
like-
Oh, wing.
There's lawyers in the building.
Yeah,
bro.
zishike
Are they
leo.
chilly?
But yeah, that's our relationship. I miss you being my neighbor too. Why
Yeah.
lie?
I still
Yeah.
visit her where she's at.
Yeah,
man.
he does. Also, I never used to visit him. I don't know why.
Never.
But this
Neville.
days,
Friend.
these days hakuna keshash kwa bash. Actually,
Oh yeah,
Never.
the trap house.
yeah,
Still
these
is.
days.
Why don't you know your neighbors?
I feel as if the other day I was walking up the stairs and I think I had someone listening to the mics are open on loud and I was like, damn, I gotta move now. But for me, it's just there are boundaries, man. I don't want
What do you
everybody
mean the
knowing why.
boundaries?
Yeah, for me it feels weird. I'm that guy, I guess, who will be living in the hills somewhere, in the
Do
mansion or thing.
you guys have a state
A
WhatsApp
WhatsApp group. Yes, we do. I'm inside there, but people, it's a dope way to see the way our WhatsApp groups have evolved. Our WhatsApp group guys send in their content there. We have someone who has a bike, a super bike, and he has a GoPro, so he drops his content there from YouTube.
Really?
Yeah, we have some.
Do you
there's
drop the pod in the group?
No. There's a baby. There's a baby girl on the group there. She's like, "Yo, guys, don't park your car next to the flowers. They are my aesthetic." So, hey,
Love
Rwakasiri tuko sawa.
So at the same time, I don't know my neighbors too, as well. Other than Okeo, I do not know anybody. Nobody. So we're allowed.
Damn.
I know all my neighbors. I'm the boss of my estate now.
Oh, you lying. You found your new neighbor then. Your first
Is
neighbor.
there a WhatsApp group though?
They have a
At your
WhatsApp
place.
group.
Are you-
We don't have a WhatsApp group.
Are you in? Oh, for real?
We do.
We do.
No, ask guys.
Yeah.
Where I stay.
Yeah.
So you mean I've been living there for like 2.5 years and I've never been on the...
No.
I'm not complaining though.
I was never on the WhatsApp group as well.
Neb,
I was
let me
told
get
by our previous neighbors.
So what did they talk about in that group?
I got no idea.
Move your car.
Is this a commercial break?
Might as well be.
Okay.
Damn, those guys were listening to audio. Pause.
Yo, for the first time in the history of the mics are open, we will be back.
We actually eating.
Pause.
What do you mean we're coming right back? We didn't go anywhere.
Of course, we didn't go anywhere.
And if
Yo,
you're
yo,
listening to us,
pass
we
me the
went
serviette.
nowhere.
Pass me the
Yeah.
serviette.
And if you're watching, you're too nosy.
Yeah, respect the
There's
audio
nothing
people.
you saw.
Like, share, and subscribe.
Oh man, mics are open, episode 152, man. Yeah, so
Yeah, Big
So,
C.
Are we?
Oh, reintroduction. Okay,
yeah,
and
yeah,
yeah.
wait
Yo,
a minute.
the sauce is heating.
Yeah, are we gonna go back to the conversation about neighbors, or you'll wanna go back to the one where I was asking
Oh,
you
the
guys, is
professions.
there a profession
Yeah.
that you feel as if?
Let's talk
damn,
about DJs.
or if you're if
No, I think DJs get bad reputation.
What topic?
I think DJs get bad reputations.
DJs, we're in one WhatsApp groups with
They
creative.
use their fingers a lot.
They like it.
Pause.
Yo, do you know what? I didn't know it was a thing until
a pickup
when
line?
no. Like babes pay attention to DJs, especially when they're doing things with their hands on the deck.
Funny, and you never seen the comments on like the lockdown and wake up call with Grouchy.
Grouchy has nice
exactly,
fingers.
exactly, yeah. Like it's how you scratch the speed, it's just how you work your fingers.
Yeah, but you know, here's the thing, bro. I watched the news.
Hey, man,
I watched a video online of so this lady is running and she's written like the label clit on her and she's running towards
no,
the
cousin.
camera, right? And then some guy who's like armed. Right? So she's running towards the camera. So Nev, you're running towards me. Then G is the guy who's armed, right? And G walks straight.
Supposed to be finding the
So guys don't find the fucking clip.
wow. Anyway, so
That shit was so
DJs,
funny.
DJs are getting a bad
Yeah,
rep.
you were saying?
But if you use your fingers that good.
I think that DJs get a bad reputation. I mean, end of the day, yeah, there are DJs who will take advantage of
Are you still
of
the chairman of
desperation.
the thing?
No, I never was the
Chairman
chairman.
of the what?
G could never.
Chairman of the
Yo,
what?
there's a time DJs try to do an association. What
Now
happened?
it's just a WhatsApp group, and all they do is
There's a
bitch.
time they were acting during lockdown.
Yo,
bro.
was it 2018 or 2019?
Fam, do you know how much effort we put into organizing DJs? DJs ain't shit.
That shit, like I remember Styles,
By the way-
like it was the honorable members. It was you and Styles.
Yeah. By the way, let me tell you, DJs ain't shit. DJs are the most disunited group in Kenya. Like, as in, like, these guys just all they like. Let me tell you, if a DJ comes up to you in a club and says "nice set," he doesn't mean it, no. He does not mean it because he's in the crowd and he's like, "I wouldn't have mixed that. I wouldn't have done that.
I wouldn't have done this
fam,
and that.
Do you do the same?
No, for me, I don't. Where do I go to hear DJs? The only DJ I hear, the only
Grouchy.
DJ is Grouchy. You get me? I don't go to hear DJs.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't go
So
out.
DJs is on the list. I feel as if, baby girl, if you're in the army though, I want you to be the general of my heart. Not out there receiving orders from another commander.
No. What if she's a police officer?
Hey, man,
You don't
say,
want her to be the
Utumishi kwa
constable.
wote. Hapana.
You don't want her to be the constable of your heart.
Now, we
I
can do a
think-
lot of cosplay.
Personally, I think that like it would be really hard to date someone in the police force because they put up with a lot of shit, man.
Nah, bro.
There'll be so many issues.
But I'd love to hear the-
No, baby. We can go for counseling. Listen, are you guys not forgetting how much money we could be making? I could be her accountant. Like we'll have an annual AGM. We made this much from bribes, baby.
Bribery account.
Last year, the PNL was looking like this. We took an L.
Takuwa
Yo,
mgumu.
I'd say media.
And then we don't have to
Someone in
spend
the
on.
media, yeah?
yeah, like someone who does TV.
Why?
Oh, damn.
Because we already out there in
Niggas be wanking to the 9 o'clock?
limelight. No, God, stop
Calvin,
projecting,
stop it.
Calvin. Stop
Calvin, who is
projecting,
it?
Calvin.
Is it KTN or NTV?
But
Yo, niggas is crazy out here.
no,
That is
imagine
freaky,
the
though.
attention on them. Like,
If you beat it off to the news, that is freaky dicky.
By the way, though, you know what's crazy?
That has to be the freakiest
Yo.
thing. If someone asks
Oh,
you in
shit.
your CV, you need to write that.
By the way, though, I don't even know none of these new news anchors.
the current lot.
Yo,
I don't watch news. So I wouldn't
KBC
know
has
them
a
enough.
hot one. Don't ask me how I know.
But yeah, someone
Do
who
you think
does
it's
news would be
I
hard
feel
on.
as if it's something they use these days. Yeah, you need to get, someone who is the pengest thing in town who knows the journalism thing,
Bro, let me tell you, the news is so bad, it has to have someone beautiful
someone
delivering
beautiful
it.
needs to deliver this
Like,
bad
yo, let me
news.
tell you guys, Formula One, bro. Yeah, fam.
Wait.
Yo, they've got a new babe.
Just wait a bit. Yo, if you're out there and you can teach us about this Formula One thing.
Us? No.
I know about
Niggas,
that.
speak for yourself.
We did a video on crypto for guys to know about crypto. Can we have a Formula One expert?
I'm not tracking to the
Yo,
pressure, bro.
F1 has a new pangers.
All you
not
need.
tracking
I'm
to the
hearing
pressure,
this
bro.
weekend again.
All you need to know about Formula One is that we want Hamilton to win. What
That's
else?
it.
That's it.
Mercedes.
That's it.
He's black.
Do you
No,
know?
you see, guys are disagreeing.
Do you know what
the
amazes
Netflix
me?
doc is doing something, but not everything. We need
Yeah,
a
the
specialist.
Drive to
Come on.
Survive.
If you feel as if you're a
And Red Bull
specialist,
didn't
come
get no
through.
wings. That's it.
Didn't Red Bull crash last week?
Wow.
Bro, both
They
of
get
them.
No wins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Can I have a
see,
drink?
clearly we are not the experts. So if
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
out there, you feel as if Formula One is the thing you do usually. Comment about, send
But
us something in our DMs.
I also believe a lot of people have now gotten. No, don't pass the ball. It's the wrong brand. I also believe.
Yeah,
I also
yeah.
Cancel that shit. You can't say that.
He's passing me a Chivas bottle. Yeah. I genuinely believe that a lot of people got onto Formula
F1.
One.
Yeah.
Just for the shits and giggles, like FOMO.
Nah, bro, let me tell you
I'm
something.
feeling it.
It's serious when you see babes in the club, instead of enjoying the music and drinking their
Exactly.
mimosas, they have their phones right in front of them, landscape, watching Formula One.
F1
When
has
you
a
are
lot of
DJing
babes,
at
bro.
bar next
Imagine.
door.
Yeah.
No,
That's how serious it
wait,
is,
wait,
bro.
wait. I was at bar next door this weekend.
They had
and I was
Formula
DJing
One.
when they were playing Formula One.
Yeah.
And I saw the chicks in the club going mad when.
What? You
when
guys
it's
run?
real,
You
bro.
guys run
How?
music, not commentary, while Formula One is on?
Yeah, we were DJing. I don't
Oh,
give a
that's-
fuck. I don't
that's-
care.
that's
I got to
different.
play my
I
own
thought
shit.
it
No
was
one's
the
listening
PL.
to me.
What?
But like what I'm saying is like end of the day, like I see the response.
Yeah.
Like when this guy, like I think someone was trying to overtake somebody.
No.
And
It was Verstappen against Leclerc.
Right. So now
Yeah.
when this guy was trying to overtake this other guy,
Yeah.
like you can
Oh,
see
the cheers. Yeah.
But when this Verstappen guy, his car broke down or something, I don't know what
Yeah,
happened.
it went
Bro, it was like the
nuts.
World Cup final.
That's crazy.
This was like lap what 56 or something. It was
Too much
57.
peer
It's
pressure.
fine.
I'm not
55,
voting Formula
56,
One.
yeah.
I tried.
I feel
F1
as
is
if
dope.
now with the way there's a lot of hype around Formula One, I think we should discover now a new sport
Nah, I'm
and
good.
just make it cool. If
Fam,
we all
no,
start
no
watching
lie.
badminton,
I had a
fam,
mi-
if we start hyping up a hashtag badminton, guys will start watching it.
Badminton.
If they have a special on Netflix, maybe.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
until this Drive to Survive got so much fire,
Yeah.
not so many people used to care about Formula One,
You read
bro.
the story about it, right?
About what?
So
Cheers.
originally, when they started to do it, right, only one team agreed to actually do the
I'll leave my
interviews,
car
right?
here.
Okay.
So Ferrari, no, Red Bull, right? They're the ones who actually agreed to do the thingy, the interviews. Farm with everything that has now happened, and of course what happened last season. What, bro?
Crazy. We need an expert.
Guys are watching that show.
Nah, I'm good.
Yeah,
I can do it under pressure.
and also America's now taking it up because you know America with the
NASCAR
and everything. It wasn't like and also what's crazy is Russia's been kicked out.
Of course, they're being kicked
Everywhere.
out.
Yeah, man.
By the way, can we talk briefly about this war? I'm tired
Have you guys seen the rumors?
about guys that are going to take out Putin.
Yeah, man.
I heard those rumors.
Like, what the fuck? As in, the
Bro.
Ukrainian intelligence are the ones saying that, they want to take out Putin.
No, but here's the thing. Here's the thing, though, right? Here's the thing. If I was Russian and I was an oligarch like Abramovich, if I was Abramovich, bro,
13 billion.
I'd be pissed with Putin right now.
Yeah.
As in, I've lost my club, Chelsea.
My jets?
The jet's gone too.
Bro, they can't those jets have been told they can't fly
Accounts
over.
frozen.
Bro,
Where the fuck am I gonna-
This guy has had to move his 2 super yachts
gone to Turkey, bro.
into the sea in Turkey.
Yeah.
Bro, like if I was Abramovich, I would take out Putin.
But he can't because he was part of his rising.
Yeah,
According
But now he's part of his this.
No,
demise.
but here's
So the whole house comes
But
tumbling
here's the
down.
thing.
You have to go out too,
Here's
bro.
the thing. My thing is this, right? It's like now in this whole situation, Andy, you're fucking Putin. You've placed us in good positions, right? We all know the way Russia is set up. It's like 26 guys who all run whatever, right? We're all boys. But now you start fucking around,
I'm taking you
and
out, bro.
you've now said to whatever, this ain't the first fucking rodeo, nigga. You're out. You get. So it's very like the implication, and also you're in a country where one person wants to go to war. Everyone else doesn't want to fucking go to war.
Fam, I feel as if, for me, I look at it from a different perspective. I'm like, all the stories and myths we've had about Putin, about the way he sleeps, the way he does
He has
this.
3 balls.
Yeah, the way he's protected by 360 plus bodyguards and stuff, and all those things, you know, just like the way the guy in
Kim Jong.
No, King Jong.
North
you know,
Korea.
guys
Kim
thought
Jong-un,
he
yeah.
Can't
doesn't
take a
even go
shit.
to the toilet, you know.
Yeah.
So all these myths also these dictators and all these people have built around themselves are what's keeping them alive. Because everybody's like, damn, if Putin maybe has a rumor out there that he's bulletproof.
Who would have thought that Gaddafi would have been taken out?
Bro, think about
Like,
it.
he
But
had
you
like
know
an elite guard.
but you know with the Gaddafi situation, they had the West was helping out. So
Right.
they had a lot of
But
muscle
the
to
point
put
I'm
it down.
making is, it's like, the way I look at it is like, this is, fam, all right, put it this way. I don't know about you guys, right? But if I have 500K in the account tomorrow, and it's just like my current account, right? My day-to-day account, right? Or even 100K, and Calvin acts up, I all of a sudden, I can't touch my money.
Frozen.
Bro,
I can't buy food, no
Nothing.
Glovo,
Eh.
no Carrefour. I'm about to shake the shit out of Calvin. I don't give
yeah.
a fuck.
No, it is what it is, bro. Like, think about how many. Man, did you guys watch I was watching John Oliver, right? And he was talking about, so Instagram, Facebook, Meta, basically, and all of this social
Netflix
media.
too.
Manze, imagine, this is to all the influencers out there. Did you see the influencers crying on social media
In Russia?
as they posted
Yeah.
their final videos?
Right.
Tears, man. They're like,
We can't post. We
all
can't
of this
post.
is about to be taken off tomorrow.
But I'm sure they're using VPN.
Bruh. But what was actually pretty dope was David Beckham with UNICEF giving his account out to a doctor in Ukraine to use to post and show what exactly is going on. That's really dope. Like, did you ever think there'd be a time when your Instagram account would actually be seen as aid that you're giving?
True that.
That's deep, man. Yeah.
Anyway.
I've got war fatigue though, man. Every morning I turn on the radio before I go to work. I just want to hear ceasefire, agreement, and guys and peace. I'm tired, man.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Do you know what I mean?
I want to make a
Peace and love
statement.
to guys in Ukraine.
Then, as we digress from this, and I'll give some context, right?
And they do it.
Your rich siblings don't owe you any money. Now, I'm a big fan of Bel Air.
I was just about to say that Uncle Phil owes us everything.
Yeah, so they've redone Fresh Prince of Bel Air. I'm really loving
I thought
the
about the
remake.
drink. I was like, big fan of Bel Air. I'm like,
Oh,
bro,
sorry, the
we
Fresh
don't
Prince of
change.
Bel Air.
Yeah.
The Fresh Prince of Bel Air, and I don't want to spill too much tea. You should check out the episode.
It's new. The first
series,
one is out,
on
eh?
Peacock. Yeah,
Right.
Yeah, crazy production. Now, in the latest episode, there's two sisters who are at loggerheads with each other because of some unresolved issues since their younger days. They're both parents right now, and one of them in the past made so many sacrifices, put her career on hold, took care of the sick mom, while this other younger sister went out to live her life, get a
Right,
good
right, right.
education,
Aunt
got a
Viv,
great husband, you know. Yeah, you know the whole story of, Aunt Viv in Bel Air with Uncle Phil
Yeah.
and the whole family. And now it came a point where the elder sister, now Will's mom, feels like she never got the recognition or the gratitude, the thanks for, you know what? You put a lot on the line, and that's why I am this wealthy. That's why I'm this successful. And the younger sister, before she really, really understood where this other sister was coming from, felt that the older sister or the elder sister was jealous because she made it in life. And the elder sister is still kind of struggling. You know, that's why the son has been sent here from Philadelphia. Life is hard over there in the streets. Get a better quality life, better quality education. And they feel like they're at loggerheads because there's some sort of entitlement to one thing or another. That's why I began by saying, you do not, or your rich siblings don't owe you any money. And it's something we fight over every single day in our extended families.
Okay. As somebody who has a rich sibling,
Also as a rich sibling.
as the rich, no. So here's the thing, right? okay, so for context, my brother is super successful, right?
Shout out to Sai.
And do I wake up every day thinking, yo, like, he owes me anything? No. Because I know that for a vast portion of my life,
You're taking
I was the successful one while he was the struggling one. Now he's the successful one. And I guess in my own right, I've got a level of success as well. I think for me, at this point in my life, speaking personally, what I get from my brother is just the inspiration that life is okay and life is gonna be nice and it's fine. And even I learn from him because there are things that he does that I'm like, bro, that's a lot of that's a lot. But I have to understand that's the space he lives in right now. You know what I'm trying to say? So for me, he says to me all the time, G, you have to unthink our childhood.
Wow.
You have to unthink lack. You have to unthink hustle and think now. Like we went in a store in Amsterdam the other day and he was like, okay, cool. Just pick whatever you want. I looked at those price tags, I'm like, I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, I'm good.
Because you're thinking it's been extravagant or lavish?
But because I think it felt like very extravagant and lavish.
Unnecessary, yeah.
But then, let's talk, like when he started to get into like watches and stuff, right? I'm sitting there like, dude, that's a house on your wrist.
Yeah.
But now I get it. But now I get it because at the end of the day, it's like, you have to unlearn. Why shouldn't we have nice things? And that's the kind of place I'm trying to live from now. If I see something that I want, so no, he owes me nothing. But when he gives me nice things, I'm
You're not
happy.
gonna say no.
You're the recipient.
I accept. At the end of the day, like I have gone to my brother, and I'll tell you, I've gone to my brother and said, I need this, and he's like, wait till next year.
I think from that episode, what I learned was the people who are being made the sacrifices for kind of feel or get the impression that this person is strong enough to handle anything that's coming their way in this life. So once you've made it out of the rut that you were in because of the sacrifices that they made, you feel like, you know what? I'm gone. I'm good. They are going to be okay. Because they managed to get all of us, including them, through this. So I don't see why after I'm gone, I'm now a problem taken away from the equation.
Right.
So why not flourish?
So, but here's the thing, and I think that also that's something that we all have to learn from each other is that, like, the thing about life, and I can tell you, like, as somebody quite eloquently put on Instagram, on Twitter the other day, G's the old guy on the podcast. So I accept. It's me, right? But here's the thing. It figures a point in your life for all of us. You're going to get there, you're going to get there, you're going to get there. It's going to figure a point in your life where the success and the joy you get from your career, it's all there, you're used to it. But you're going to start questioning all of the decisions you've made during your life, right? So for me, it's like, and to bring it back to your context of having a rich sibling, your rich sibling may have gone through this. Fam, me, I can tell you, the life that my bro has been through, I couldn't hack. I personally couldn't hack. Because the sacrifices he's had to make to get to where he is, I wanted to be in Kenya chilling, playing dumplings.
You're good.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So does he owe me? So he owes me nothing. You know what I'm trying to say? But I genuinely, continually, every single day learn more from him. And you know the irony is, he says to me, he looks at my life, the life of someone who got up in their 30s, decided that, fuck it, I'm moving country, I'm going to Africa, I'm going to go do this, I'm going to Kenya, I'm going to do that. He looks at me and says, man, you've lived the most amazing life.
You know, you're looking on the other
And I
side.
look at his life and I'm like, damn, nigga, that shit
A
costs
giant,
50
a giant
G's.
doesn't see himself in the mirror, bro.
A giant does not see himself and looks in his mirror and sees nothing.
Yeah.
So I don't think they owe you anything. But I think at the end of the day, like, I want to have a relationship, not just with my my brother or my family. I want to have a relationship with you guys where we can look at this shit in 10 years' time and be like, fuck, we are all nice.
We're good. We're good.
We're not like we are nice.
I don't know if you guys have encountered this in your extended families, because I know you all are single kids.
Cousin.
Yeah.
Thanks. Oh,
Hey, you like to put this word single every time. I'm already single, bro. Now you have to say even a
Times two
single
squared.
kid. Just leave.
Single parent, single.
Just say we're the only child. Unachoma.
Yeah, knock yourself out, bro. But
Yeah.
I don't know if you've encountered
But for
this in your
me,
extended
I
families.
feel as if just growing up as an only child, maybe as I was growing up a bit, I felt as if some of my cousins who had gone ahead, like some of my cousins who had gone like to the States, I felt as if they owed me that that invite or that, you know, that something, you know, and that's as I was growing up. And also those families who are rich, you know, you have those cousins who their fathers or their mothers are doing, you know, something else that is making them look in a different kind of light. So for me, I did, as I was growing up, look at some of my cousins and being like, damn, yes, you owe me some of these things, yes, because we've grown up together in a way, and then there's some type of way I felt that way. But as I joined high school, as I joined primary school, I was just like, damn, okay, that was lame. that was some weird shit. But yes, I did feel a way about my cousins in a way.
I get it. I mean, and sometimes I share my frustration even with you guys, you know. And I think at the end of the day, like, I think that success with no one to share it with is failure. You know, it's like end of the day, like, I don't want to be that person who has millions and the people around me haven't been elevated from what I'm doing. Because to me, it makes no sense. There's no sense, like, end of the day, like, what is the point what is the point of me having multi-millionaires and every phone call I get is someone who needs something? Jay-Z said it. How can I help the poor if I'm one of them? Like, you know what I'm trying to say? So my thing is, at the end of the day, like, I think that, and I know it's not the most popular way of thinking.
Say that shit again.
I just think at the end of the day, like...
Say that, Hove. How can I help?
The poor if I'm one of them. So my thing about it is, at the end of the day, I think that, and sometimes I think that we don't see the bigger vision of who we can be and what we can be. At the end of the day, like, you know, people say you can be anything you want to be, and it sounds so fucking contrived. No, I can't be, but you can. And the thing about it is, it's just about applying yourself and trying to do the best and be the best in your space. Like, honestly, I look at DJs. Like, let's use DJs for an example. There is no way on this planet that I should be getting as much bookings as I get.
After this long.
After this long. But guess what? I'm still going to go into the clubs and give 100%. The thing about it is, at the end of the day, there's someone out there who's saying, fuck that G-Money motherfucker. That motherfucker needs to retire.
Create some space, bro.
Create some space.
You ain't met Tim Westwood?
But the thing is, when I was coming up, those guys who were me in those days, I said, I'm going to push those motherfuckers out. And it got to the point when I started to do events and book them.
Wow.
Just so I could beat their asses in the club. You know what I'm trying to say? So and the very first interview I said when I came to Kenya, at the end of the day, listen, it's here for the taking. Take it. Apply yourself. You can be anything you want to be. So at the end of the day, I don't know. I just want us all to be rich. I want us to all be in a position, and not just rich, wealthy as well. I want us to be able to, like, impact the next generation, if not financially, but inspirationally.
True.
You know?
Yeah.
It's like, I think I see the mics are open as an inspirational podcast.
It really is.
End of the day, you'll never hear the mics are open. Oh, we can't drop an episode because we couldn't get studio time. Oh, we can't drop an episode because the guy didn't bring the camera last week. Oh, we can't drop an episode because there was no electricity. I want podcasters to look at us and say, I want to be like those guys.
No excuse.
I won't even lie. Bruh, today as I was coming to do the podcast, I drove past that billboard. I think it's one thing that we've done that now I'm like, yeah.
What next?
Yeah.
Conquer this.
Yeah, but I drove past it today. I haven't driven past it in a while, right? But I drove past it and I was like, yeah, okay. I like this. 2 months running.
Yeah,
I'm here
you
for
feel me?
And that's what I'm saying.
Like I had to go back into that. We've done it over and over again, but I was like, I appreciate it. right? When someone walks up to us and they're like, oh, like, remember, shout out to Yellow Card, by the way.
Yep.
Us guys are doing something on crypto.
Sir.
Yeah, man. So
We
make
dropped our
sure that
first
you
episode.
watch it. First episode dropped.
They're all out now, by the way.
They're all out, right? So make sure you watch all of them, all of your questions. And shout out to Ricardo as well.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, right? When we were doing that podcast, when we were,
I think Ricardo actually sent a message.
yeah,
I've not opened it because we're recording, but I'm gonna.
Yes.
right. So when we were dropping that,
Y'all want somebody who could really talk to the people, give them the details they need to multiply their bread. Y'all know who to call.
Yo, Ricardo is a bad man.
Ricardo.
Imagine that's why he's talking about money, bro. What about other things? Like, you need someone to talk to you about this.
Ricardo.
you know who you could call.
Ricardo in the multiverse,
So-
can we switch bodies?
Ricardo makes us look
Hey,
bad.
man.
Ricardo is the one guest that we've had on the podcast.
Fuck
Well, I
outta
look at
here.
it to myself. I think this nigga got it together.
I'd like to hear Ricardo, please write a book on your game, the way you spit your game. To
Yeah.
man. Because damn, it's awesome.
Yo, Ricardo even dropped a voice note, man.
It's a video.
It's a video. Yo.
I'm gonna send you the video. You
Oh
put it in, right?
shit!
Hey, yo,
Ricardo
man.
makes us look bad.
Different out
What is
here,
this
man.
useless argument you all are having in the group? Would you rather have ghosts or roaches at your house?
Man,
Ghosts.
yo, true story. We were recording. The mics are open on Monday, right? And so we're done recording. Us guys, we just stay back and just chop it up, right? Fam, I don't know what I said in my house and the TV went on. I was fucking scared. Like,
It was the damn ghost, bro.
yo, the TV went on. Like I was watching Mike Tyson on a certain podcast, right? And the TV, I just said something. Yo, the TV said, I'm like, you motherfuckers sat there and said roaches. Shit that I can just step back.
right?
Yeah, I know, right? And then
What's the
ghosts,
scenario? It starts
like,
flying.
fam, have you ever been alone in your house? Then you hear the door.
Casper the G-Man ghost.
Yo, no
Casper
ghost,
the G-Man
no ghost, no ghost ever opened the door and it was silent. Always creaking.
You guys are jokers.
Ghosts, and then apparently they pass through
Yo,
walls.
WD-40 needs ghosts as influencers.
You guys
Are you
jokers.
having a problem with ghosts?
Money.
Ghost or
Let me
roaches?
tell you.
Friendly ghosts.
Yeah.
Let me put this on camera. In my house,
You have roaches?
I would rather have ghosts
Okay.
than roaches.
Are you serious?
I would rather have ghosts in my house than roaches.
What you're
Why?
wearing on your head right now?
Like imagine
Big
coming
cup.
to your
Bro,
house.
you
Coming
don't find these sneakers where you left them.
Bro.
As long as I find them.
Yo, you clearly haven't watched these horror movies, eh?
No, you clearly have never had an experience that maybe you thought
had
there was
roaches.
a ghost in the house.
And you
You've
were
never
like
been in the
Diddy-
house and something weird happens, like the door closes or
Were
the
you
door
like
opens.
Diddy with 15 roaches on your face?
Let me
Fuck
tell you,
Diddy.
when I was growing up, we had roaches. Like as in, at the end of the day,
That was every African home.
Jamaica
Don't claim it.
Jamaica, right?
At the Jamaican roaches.
Let me tell you. So you know the small ones, because I hate the big ones. But the small ones in Jamaica we call them teenagers.
The picnic.
The ones that you see in the kitchen, right? Fam, do you know what it's like?
Them
when
lot can fly?
You turn off the
Cockroach
light
picnic.
in your kitchen.
Yeah.
And
Scatter.
when you turn
Oh,
on the
don't
light
tell me they
at
glow
2
in the
o'clock
dark.
You turn on the light at 2 o'clock in the morning to get water, and these guys are having a whole funky.
Yeah,
They're having a whole
Pasa fest.
jumping from one deck to another.
reminds me of sausages.
The roach the band. Sway!
Nalinga.
On the river.
Bro,
They've got like gang wars. Yo,
I'm telling you, not just roaches. Mice and roaches. Give me the ghost anytime.
No, now you introduce
G-
mice,
G
those
used
are
to-
rodents, bro. That's a
back in the day,
different ballgame.
That's a
Barito Road.
jungle
Barito
now.
Road, man. Barito Road was different, man. Like, shout out to Homeboys, man. When Homeboys was in Barito
When
Road.
we were poor, those what? We had
Manze,
rats.
yo, they had bodybuilder mice. Yo, those things used to actually knock out a thingy, a dustbin.
Yo, G, there was a story of, is it Beanie Man or who encountered one of the rats?
Bro, let me tell you. Homeboys, Shaganat of Barito Road, there's a time.
That spiral, man.
When that club was next door and it closed down,
Oh,
and,
Click.
and the rats had no place to go and
Was
find
it
food.
Click or K2?
It was one of them.
Yeah.
Right, fam. In the morning, it was like survival of the fittest. You walk in, And every time, you know those long stairs to go upstairs?
Yeah, there used to be
I'm just waiting to see if there's any rats that's gonna appear. Then one time we found a rat like outside near the studio.
It was fucking massacred like this. It was just like that. Yo, those rats were huge. Then what's that place we used to get samosas at?
Kachoi.
No, before Kachoi, there was the other place. Man, them motherfuckers had some rats over there. Basically, what I'm telling you is this. If your joint ain't got no rats, the food is not nice.
Listen, also, I'm glad you tell those stories, that the stories of us having to fight with rats in the studio.
Whoa, mushrooms! Mushrooms! Fucking hell! Bro, mushrooms! I swear to God.
Stop.
Mushrooms.
Stop.
Can we not...
Let me tell you.
Bro.
Guys.
Hydroponics.
Do you know that mushrooms used to grow in the studio?
In the studio. Bro, Barito Road. Manze by the decks. Manze Friday, you guys have left the studio. DJs mashed up the place. The loud,
That's
the
the
voice.
problem.
The voice. Yo, the studio. And you know, by the Barito Road, shout out to Mike. You know he's a sound guy, right? Barito Road had sound. There was a fucking woofer, right? And also, of course, thingy, what's it called? Galana had woofers and shit.
Yeah.
But bruh, you'd leave the studio Friday.
You come back Monday, there's a whole
hold on. Sunday, Friday, Saturday, Frankie and them used to have hip hop culture. Bro, Calligraph Jones and them have come and dropped bare bars. Yanni studio, everything's dead. So that shit used to only grow between Sunday and Monday.
I see why you
But they were fucking mushrooms.
By the way, let me tell you.
for us in the comments. Premier Gang goes to roaches.
Me, I'm telling you guys, yeah? You guys are fortunate in this lifetime to have had a station like Homeboys Radio. Because we came from the trenches.
You need to give the flowers.
Shout out to Amunga.
Oh,
Man, me I keep seeing guys talk about millionaires, bro. Millionaires opened. And I remember G and I were like downstairs, we're like, oh, there's a club opening here. And they're like, yeah, it's a strip club. We're like, ah. Do you know Barichoro never used to have traffic in the morning? Then all of a sudden, boom!
Wow, good business.
Good time.
Oh, man.
Good times.
Damn. Are we doing
Anyway,
open
guys,
mic?
open mics.
We do like a couple open mic. Let's go to one here. Hi guys, what's the hardest part about podcasting?
Consistency.
Consistency, I agree.
Yeah.
Also,
consistency.
I don't know. I feel as if the more we come here and give our experiences, yes, as we said, we are motivational kind of thing. They are good and yes, but some of the stories also we give here, people take them out of context. So also that's becoming harder coming and sharing your personal self like that. Yes, you want to give guys your authentic self, but sometimes it's just like...
Let me tell you, I think that, like, if you think about some of the earlier episodes, even episodes before you were on Nev, we talk, like, everything that guys are talking about now, we spoke about then. And I think the evolution, one of the hardest part is...
Would you want to find your ex, your
Smashing
wife,
your
doggy
doggy
style? I look at that shit nowadays, I'm like,
what are we talking about? But the point I make is, at the end of the day, it's like, I think one of the hardest things in podcasts is allowing yourself to evolve.
Yeah, 100%.
Because at the end of the day, it's like we're not the same people we were 3 years ago. You know what I'm trying to say? None of us here are the same people we were 3 years
That's
ago. At the
actually
end of the day,
No
like, I think sometimes podcasters try to stay in that one space of this is who we are and who we're always going to be. And none of us are the same. So
You know, actually, I agree with you. Evolution, man. Andy, G, myself. Bro, I
we
realized that...
fucking smoked weed in the podcast. Like, what the fuck?
Ay.
See, that was still a
Oh
mystery
my
until
God.
now.
And if you've never heard the episode 35, I will never forget the number. Episode 35 for me was a pivotal
See,
point.
we have waited until after the elections. And
Was it actually in December?
It
it was festive. I
It
know
was
that for
festive
sure.
season. And that was the day I had to go to hospital, I think.
And you know the crazy thing about that episode? The craziest thing about the episode is if you listen to that episode, we start so good, by the time we finish, we're
off the
talking
rails.
shit.
Man, Nev was like, Nev, Andy was like, I've always wanted to do something with you guys. And you know, back in the day, there was no video. So niggas are like, pin drop silence.
All you hear is... And then the guys are like,
I need to go back and listen to that episode again.
You look like an expert.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that episode, by the way, if you have any loose time this weekend, episode 35, check it out.
I'm actually going to listen to that shit.
That was a 4-pass episode.
Ilikuwa ngori.
And sometimes I listen back to episodes like when I'm doing random stuff, I throw it, let's like let it shuffle or whatever. And we've evolved.
I'll never forget the episode where you gave Calvin an option whether we are recording the podcast or not because of a heartbreak.
Yeah, that's eye-opening. You are
Could have been dying and still showed up for the podcast, but a heartbreak.
But I pulled up consistency.
Yeah, you came through. In a 5.
And you know, let me tell you guys, man. We used to record the show. We had to record the show, finish the show.
Play give you on somebody, please.
Do mentions. Hi, do you want some Safaricom airtime? What? And then we get to the podcast. We're like, nah, we can't fake this shit.
Good times, man. Good times.
Oh, I love it.
And like, to round up that question is, if you're planning on doing a podcast, just start. Use your phone.
Yeah.
Go to Anchor, whatever it is, any of the platforms, AfriPods, Anchor, whatever. Just use your phone, record, and do your thing.
Yeah, don't feed into all those threads that are saying a lot of things out there.
Yeah, man.
Okay, let's throw in this general one. You know, when you're at a company, you're at a team building, you're at at a gathering, a professional gathering. Let me say this. Most probably even like a road trip. If you're like driving down to like Nakuru and what, there's gonna be that person who says, "Hey, who is gonna stand up and give us a word of prayer or something." So I came across a tweet that said, a company that holds morning devotion or prayers during trips is equally toxic to me. G-Money.
Take a sip.
Give us the gospel according to G-Money.
So,
According to Conrad.
let me tell you, when we're like going back to Burrito Road Homeboys, for those of you who are old school, remember Nakumat, right? Those guys of Nakumat used to be praying outside that store like every single morning before they went to work. They had like a prayer group outside on Burrito Road down. Company still went bust.
Wow.
No,
Wow.
Yo.
Nah, man, the power of prayer is powerful.
Don't go on. Don't.
this was going.
Listen. Don't go out at the top like Nakuma.
But yeah, okay, we do agree prayer works, right?
Yeah.
My thing is this.
No, we've all in different situations we've all whispered a prayer. We've all prayed in a way, right?
Yes.
And you believe.
Have you ever prayed before sex?
Calvin, you always find a way to take things.
No, people be out here talking about things.
Have you? And what? You have never prayed before sex,
Fam, best believe I fell asleep while.
So it's a yes or no question, Calvin.
I have.
You pray.
You pray before sex?
Man,
And then
what are you praying for? To last longer?
not to sleep.
Holy Ghost, the Shikilia. Shikilia, would you lose? Hey. Oh, Jesus, forgive me.
We've all made that prayer. Yo, you know
Let
what?
me last.
We've all made that prayer, Devil. We've all made that prayer.
No.
36 is okay.
Let me wrap
Not
the
now,
podcast.
not now.
Let me wrap the podcast.
Don't wrap it.
Let me wrap it. Let me wrap the podcast. We all know that Calvin has prayed for the second coming. My name is G-Money. Neville.
Oh, fuck yeah, Big C. Oh, shit. Yo, that was such a bad setup.